We're living the good life right now with the baby bull in studio.
Man, big. It's so much. This is. I just told Juan this. We put this on Twitter, like, hey, baby bull's gonna be in studio. Juan Diaz is here, and I put this like a couple of days ago. Man, Andrew set this up, and I put it up, and literally, I've never seen an athlete get so many responses right away, and personal responses. We've got our man D-Man4184 on Twitter saying, hey, man, tell Juan what's up, fellow UHD graduate. Then on our 1560 Facebook page, let me get the name real quick. Hold on 1 second.
That's good.
We have like 500 Facebook pages. Did you know that? Here you go. Here's ours, and I just said he's here. And Anthony Simpson says, hey, tell Juan hello for me. I met him in Las Vegas with Emily. I mean, it's right away. People connect with you personally, and that's because you're so approachable.
Right. And, man, you have people that come up to me at Toke Bar. About 5 years ago. I sit there and talk to him.
Right.
Except, you know, when you're a little bit too drunk and then you start spitting in my face, talking to me, then that gets a little annoying. But if you're not that wasted, then I'll sit there and take some time and answer some questions, talk, because I'm just a regular person. I like communicating with people. I like to find out, you know, stuff that they do, what their interests and stuff. I'm a people person, so I sit there and talk with anybody that comes up to me and wants to talk.
Well, I know you're approachable, except you told me there's some ground rules. You're not very fond of interns. In fact, I believe I think you guys compared him to you can hold the spit bucket. Is that right? He couldn't.
He couldn't hold the spit bucket.
Well, we got one here.
I call it the help.
The help?
The help.
Well, our help here, the fake Francisco, as we call him on the air, he's a huge boxing fan. Last week got to talk to Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather on the phone. I believe he's going to have a treat tomorrow with one of the most famous Texas football coaches ever. Will be calling in the show. He'll get to talk to him as well.
And you're going to let him do that?
Well, he wants to be a journalist, so we're going to let him ask you some questions, all right?
Hey, look, if you want to be a prize fighter, you've got to get in the ring, right? You've got to take the pound, and you've got to pay your dues, and we're helping him. We're trying to make you the Juan Diaz of radio. Okay, James?
Yeah.
AKA James, AKA the fake Francisco.
Can I suggest something?
Yeah.
I mean, he looks about my height, right? So, I mean, if he really wants to be a journalist, I think that he should practice and try the sports that he's going to write about. And being my size, I think that maybe we could get in the ring, and I could teach him a little something.
There's enough room right there.
There's enough room right here.
I'm 2 inches higher than you.
Oh!
Hey, man. Did we say you can talk? Did we say that? Did we say? We didn't give you permission yet. Did we, guys?
You bring up a great point. How can you report on a sport you like if you've never experienced it?
Exactly, right. I mean, what kind of journalist is that?
We don't need gloves. We can go open hand if you want to maybe do a 10-second round with him.
Open hand?
Open hand.
Slap him around a little bit?
Slap him around a little bit.
All right.
I would say this. If you had one arm tied around your back and he had a bat, you'd still win. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. Am I right?
James, what do you think? You know, one of the
He's sizing him up. Look at him.
Oh, okay, you can talk now.
Oh, I can?
Yeah, I'll give you permission.
Okay, baby bull Diaz.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge fan, man, and I don't want to fight because that left hook, boring. You hit somebody.
What you said, boring?
Boring?
Boing. Boing.
Bing.
Juan, your left hook, boring.
I never said it was boring. I never said it was boring.
Wait, why don't you stand up? Let's see how tall you are. Let's see.
By the way, we're going to show this on Comcast 129 tomorrow morning.
Let's see. Look, we're standing up.
All right.
Here's the matchup.
Oh, snap.
James, look at the reach. Hold on, put the reach out. They're facing off. James is actually giving him the stare
But he's smiling. You can't smile in the face
wait, put
off.
your reach out, James. Put your reach out. Let's see the reach.
He's like the Yao Ming of his community.
Oh man, the reach it's pretty. Actually, James has about an inch or two on you, baby bull. Yeah. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm putting him as a 6-1 favorite to beat you.
You're putting him to beat me?
Scrappy. He has it factor, Juan. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I ain't playing.
Actually, I'm setting it low so I can put all the money on you and cash out.
It's a good strategy.
All right, fake Francisco, you got an opportunity to ask some questions and be a journalist, and make sure when you talk to him, you say Mr. and Sir, and just be very formal, please.
That's right, because, I mean, I don't really have too much respect for interns, but I guess we'll let it slide for today.
All right, go. Cool. Here we go. We call it the fake Francisco show. Ready? 3, 2.
Give me an opening. I need a lead.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Do we need an opening?
We need an opening.
Okay, sing your song and bring your own show and go.
Going to San Francisco. This is the Fake Francisco here. I'm James Leyva. Here with Juan Diaz, baby back, also known as the Baby Bull.
Baby back?
Baby back.
What?
Baby back or baby bash? What? Yeah.
Baby Bull Diaz.
Baby back ribs?
Houston,
I like
Texas.
them.
So you were 16 when you made your professional debut against Raheel Ortiz. How did you feel at that time? Were you nervous? Were you excited? What was going through your mind?
I was just as nervous as you are right now.
That nervous?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not nervous. I'm just staying loose.
You're staying loose.
You gotta stay loose when you're on this because you don't want to get nervous and you get scared and
mispronouncing names, can't talk right, handshaking, nothing
I'm
like
learning.
that, right?
I'm learning. So,
well, all right. Let me answer that first question for other listeners that don't know much about my history and my story, and that intern here, Francisco over here asked me was about how did I feel on my first fight, and it was actually I was 16 years old. I didn't have too much experience. I didn't really care about stepping in the ring against an older fighter. Man, 16, you're young and you're dumb, and I stepped in and I was like, man, I'm gonna destroy this guy. He's nothing, and that's exactly what I went to do. I wasn't nervous. I wasn't scared. I just went in there and knocked him out in first round.
And how tough was it for you to come with this decision about retiring? Was it really tough, or how did you? When did you really decide to?
You skipped the whole career, didn't you?
You went from the first fight the end.
Back to the James show.
Like, was it tough for you to decide to retire, or you wanted to keep fighting?
There was no sir or Mr.
Sir.
Sir Baby Bull.
Sir, Mr. Diaz.
There you go. That's much better. Sir Mr. Baby Bull Diaz. To you. But no, it was hard. It was hard to make the decision because I've been doing this for 19 years and doing something that you know and love so well for that long, and then but choosing to retire. It's a little tough, but then again, I also think about my family, my future, and now it was starting to become more of a job instead of a hobby and something that I liked. So I knew it was time to give it up.
One more question for you, Fake Francisco.
So, Mr. Diaz, with you going to law school...
Look at you shaking, man. Come on now.
Take a deep breath.
Be professional.
Time out on the Francisco show. Time out. Take a deep breath. Relax. I want to actually hear you take a deep breath.
I need you to rejoin. Let the audience know who we're talking to. What station.
Yeah.
I need that.
Come on. We're trying to help you out.
Yeah.
Okay, go. Back into the Francisco show.
Bam.
So, do you want to be a lawyer? Do you want to be a judge when you go to
Dude, we just said reset. We just said reset.
Welcome back to the Fake Francisco show. Our guest is the Baby Bull, Juan Diaz, here on 1560 The Game, Houston's best sports talk. Bam, go.
So, Mr. Diaz, with you going to law school, do you want to be a lawyer? Do you want to be a judge, district attorney? What do you want to do out of law school?
Well, I want to finish law school first before I start thinking about being a judge, district attorney. Those are all high-ranking positions in which you don't just graduate from law school and directly go and become a judge or become a district attorney. But I want to get my feet wet like I did with boxing. I want to enter the courtrooms, practice a little bit here and there, and just get experience knowing the whole legal field, and then possibly moving on to bigger and better things.
Very.
Okay, wait. You got to end the show. You got to end your show. End it.
And you got to thank him.
And
hey.
remember, give you some advice. You'll be back on tomorrow with Mac Brown on a mobile.
Don't tell him who he's talking to.
So tomorrow you have another guest, so people can tune in tomorrow at 10:30.
Tease it, yeah.
For your show, the Fake Francisco show. So go ahead. You got everything? You got all the information? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, let's go
he just gave you
back into the Francisco show. Go.
Well, Mr. Diaz, it's been an honor to talk to you and interview you because I'm a big fan, but also as a broadcaster, I respect you as a fighter. And this has been the Fake Francisco show. I'm your host, James Leyva, a.k.a. also known as the X Factor for my family and friends who know me.
Ooh, the X Factor.
The X Factor.
Well, X Factor, when can we hear you again? Remember, I told you to pump up that you're going to be back on tomorrow.
I'm going
to be back on tomorrow at 10:30 to talk with head football coach, Texas football coach Mac Brown.
On a mobile. And by the way, go ahead and sing your...
San Francisco. Going to San Francisco.
All right, good job, Francisco.
Good job, buddy.
There you
Good
go.
job. Juan, how do you think he did?
There you go.
Man, he did all right, man.
He did all right?
You know what I mean?
Sweating a little bit.
Yeah, he's sweating. He's
nervous.
Out, man.
He was a little cocky, though. Admit that. He came at you.
Yeah. Where you going, man? You gone already or what?
You guys are actually going to fight here, right?
Yeah.
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Hey, I need you to be here just. Hey, I need you to be here just in case you're gonna. In case I need my water bottle open, man. Look.
Hey, open the water bottle.
Unless I need the top open.
And say,
you know.
He's like Techno Viking. He only likes the water upside down, so you got to do that right.
All right, we got to hit a break. You stay around for a little bit more, all right?
Hey, when we come back, we'll talk
good.
to you about a lot of people are emailing in, telling you, asking about the actual training side of going into a fight and what happens in there, the mental, breakdown of a fight. We'll talk to you a little bit about that. And also about law school coming up for you. Juan Diaz in studio with us. We'll take your questions. Dragon at 1560thegame.com. Or if you want to talk to Juan Diaz, 713-439-1560 here on Houston's Best Sports Talk.
1560 The Game.